Hey everybody, welcome back. These are some street smart tips that everybody needs to know. Murphy agrees. I love that he just lets out some old man noises every now and again. He just Another one, Charlotte. Yes, another one. The people need the content.
So I'm in the grocery store. I'm getting jalapenos, a tomato, and tortillas. 3 things. Should be fast. Should be easy. I go in. Pop, 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 pop. I start immediately being followed by this older gentleman. I want to say he's like 45. He's following me around and he's looking at me and I could feel him watching me. At the jalapenos, at the tomatoes. I'm walking towards the tortillas and this is when it all starts, okay? He says, "Can I get your number?" I say, "No." He walks away. He comes back. "Can I just get your name?" I say, "No." I didn't even look at him the first time, mind you. He was just like, "You look beautiful. Can I get your number?" I said, "No." I keep looking forward because, street smarts. Like John Mulaney taught me. The third time he comes around, he's like, "Why can't I get your number? Why can't I get your number?" I look at him and I shout in this grocery store, "Sir, I am a minor." And he left me alone. I'm a 25-year-old woman.
That's smart. That's very smart. It also kind of makes me sad that we have to share these street smarts in order to feel safe in public sometimes. I like to do this thing where if I'm being followed or approached by a man and there's an unwanted attention, they won't bother you anymore, babe. Trust me. Or they do the,
"Can I get your number?"
and you do the,
Sure, you can get my number.
I don't know if everybody has a low voice like me, but
Yeah, 100%.
is that passable?
Hey, yeah, for sure. What are you doing later? You want to come over?
After any and all second attempts, once I've established no, I look them dead in the eyes and shout, "Inappropriate!" So they can be uncomfortable too. That's a good word. Inappropriate! Love being inappropriate.
With street smarts, what is your most street tip?
Okay, I have a lot of these, as you guys probably guess, so I'm going to try to get through them as quick as possible. If somebody's following you, you feel like they're walking behind you, stalking you, go live on Facebook, go live on Instagram, go live on TikTok. No one wants to be caught live while they're committing a crime. Try to make sure the camera is facing them. Let them know you're going live if possible, because then they probably will deter them from trying to attack you. If a car is chasing you, always try to cross the street if possible or run the opposite way. Cross the street, run the opposite way. It's going to take minutes for the car to turn around. In that time, you could make your escape. Ladies, if you're going to go out and maybe the crowd is going to be questionable or you just want to be safe, wear a wedding ring or something that looks like a wedding ring. Men are less likely to attack you, to try to be in your face and bother you when they think you're married. If you're wearing a jacket, don't zip it up, because if someone grabs you, you can easily slide out of your jacket. So don't zip it up. It'll take longer for you to unzip it. I know everyone likes these and I know they're convenient, but noise canceling headphones, you are not able to hear anything around you. Why would you go jogging with one of these? Why would you be in the gym even in one of these? If there's a commotion, if somebody comes in and is doing something, unless you're facing it, you probably won't know until it's too late. Especially if you're out and about, do not wear these. It's not safe. And I've made a post about this, but have a safe word that your close friends and your family know, that if you're in a position, if you're in an Uber, if you're somewhere and someone and you feel unsafe, you're able to use it, a word or a phrase that immediately once they hear it, they know that something is wrong. Especially if you can't text, let it be something that they will, when you say it, they know immediately. No matter how you say it, if you say it as casual, they know that something is wrong with you and to send help. For those cat lovers, you might want to listen to this. The fact of the matter is, if you're walking somewhere and there are cats and they start looking behind you and they start paying attention to some surroundings and moving and their eyes are all over the place and their activity looks like they're being startled by something, chances are something or someone is behind you. So pay attention to that. Animals, they can sense it. And finally, if you're lost, do not look like you're lost. Those who are going to make you a victim are waiting for you to look vulnerable. Being lost means that you're vulnerable. So do not look like you're lost. Look like you belong. Walk with confidence and surety even if you are not, and find someplace safe to ask for help. And when you're asking for help, pay attention to your surroundings, that you're not being overheard by someone else. Let me know if you guys want to hear more. Stay safe out there.
Well, that was very educational. You know what else helps? Having a dog. He's all bark and no bite, but he's got a really, really loud bark.
When I was 8 years old, my mom taught me how to forge her signature. Little did she know to have little skills and to keep my brother and I out of Child Protective Services. As y'all know, my mom struggled with drugs and alcohol her whole life. I have a whole video on dealing with a parent who's an addict. And by the time I was 8, she had taught me how to forge her signature. Mostly because she was lazy, y'all. She'd have a hangover and she'd be like, you can sign my little signature. I'm tired. You know, you can go on your little field trip. Mikey's not feeling good today. So I would do it. And I thought it was the coolest little thing. I was like, I can do my mom's signature. Yes, and you can go on this field trip, Miss Deborah Jean. Michael's not feeling good today, Miss Deborah Jean. And I thought it was cool. Around the time I was 11, I felt like she was testing me throughout my whole childhood to see how much I would take care of my brother when she wasn't around. So at that point, when I was 11, she would dip. She was gone. She'd be gone for about a week, 2 weeks, and at one point, the longest time was about a month. We were running out of food. At that point, when she was gone for a month, we were basically out of food. My brother and I were freaking out because we didn't have any food in the house. But I was trying to keep us going to school, keep things going up, because I don't want no one calling the police on us. I don't want brother and I to be separated. Like I said, I'd watched enough Lifetime movies. I know how that goes. They come in to take you and put you in different homes. We weren't having that. So I'd wake up like, Mikey, time for school today. And my brother would be like, why? Mom's not here. I'm like, you better get your little bed at. I'm mama now. So I'd get him a little dress, push him on to school. There was a food pantry my mom used to take us to that was open on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I was like, well, today's a Wednesday. So I wonder if I have enough time to bike there and get some food and come home. So I found her little food card, being like that you're allowed to go to this food pantry, that you were low income. I took that, biked to the food pantry, standing in line. I'm 11 years old. I get there and they're like, you need to be, where's the adult? And I'm like, my mom broke her foot. And they're like, I was like, I prompt like she broke her foot. She can't be here. I need to do this. She told me to come. I made a little note with her signature on it being like, let me in. They let me in one time. The second time I tried to do it on a Saturday, they weren't having it. They were like, no, we need your mom here. I walked to the back of the building, and there's some kids in line. There's teenagers and some adults, and I'm like, what's going on back here? There's a back entrance, and it was for people who are doing community service. And I was like, oh, well, sign me up. Call me Johnny Appleseed Smith. I broke a window. I need to put some food away. So I spent 2 hours stocking food at 11 years old, and then they'd let you leave with a bag or a box. I took a bag, put it in my backpack, and I biked home. Same thing happened, and a couple weeks later, I did it again on Wednesday. I forced my mom's signature. I'd go to school with a little note being like, sorry, Andrew was 2 hours late for school on Wednesday. He wasn't feeling well. Here you go, Miss Tardy person. You ain't gonna catch me. Catch me if you can. So I'm in school. I come home. This has gone on for on and off for months. My mom comes home finally. She comes home, and I'm having her to be proud that I did everything. And I'm like, yeah, I did everything. Her attitude, I'm like, aren't you glad that your kids are not protective services? Her attitude towards me was like, oh, you think you...
Excuse me? I can't, there was a lot going on in that clip. Firstly, you're amazing. And secondly, where the hell was your mama? Literally, where the hell was she? Who leaves an 11-year-old kid to fend for himself and his little brother? Absolutely not. Since your mama didn't say it, I'm proud of you. Good job. I'm sure you're a very capable human being now because of all the crappy things you went through. Not saying it's justified, just saying. Very resourceful. For an 11-year-old kid, dang, I couldn't even do that and I'm a grown woman.
Street smarts. If you see a generic make and color of a car that I don't know, kind of looks a little chunky, like it could hold a lot of people, has a big ol' rack in the front that partially covers the license plate, has tinted windows to cover the crimes of its driver, and has a big-ass flashlight on one of the rear view mirrors, that is a dead giveaway that this is an undercover cop car. Just street smarts.
That's the popo. What's the popo doing outside your ho home? What'd you do, babe? What'd you do? Keeping tabs on you. I thought you were gonna say that it was a kidnapping vehicle, but no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Does anyone else feel like they're way more street smart than book smart? Can't do math for, but I have my wits about me.
Book smarts versus street smarts.
Other way. Oh my god, other way. Other way. Please, other way. You're a doctor.
She is literally a surgeon.
Do it.
Stop!
Other way. No, other way.
No,
Other
come
way.
on. Yay! She's thinking about it too hard, you know? She's like, I just literally sewed up a heart. I don't have the brain cells left to discern how to make this thing work. Now get her to do it with a lighter. Now that's a flex. I've always wanted to be able to do it with my teeth, but then I also really like my teeth, so. She looks sleepy, that's why maybe. That's what I'm saying. Like, she literally was like looking at a brain earlier. She gets a pass. If you want to know if you can trust somebody you let in your home, leave a $5 bill in a place that looks like it was forgotten about that they would see. If they'll take you for $5 now, they'll take you for more later. Oh. It's a harsh reality. I had a friend that had like a money drawer. He had just like a money drawer that everybody knew about because like we'd be drunk at a party at his house and he just had this like money drawer that was like full of money. And he called me one day, he's like, someone robbed me. And it's like, yeah, well, yeah, they did. Like you just leave money, like it wasn't me, for the record. It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't. Don't look at me like that. I know how it sounds, but it genuinely wasn't me. Dangerous bumper stickers.
Do you have a bumper sticker like this? Because if so, you might want to get rid of it. I read a really interesting article yesterday about how your bumper stickers could be giving people information that could help them hurt you. Letting everybody in the parking lot know that eventually a woman will be walking out to get in that car is not a great idea. You never know who's nearby, and that person could easily hide underneath your car, behind your car, or even inside of your car and then abduct you. A lot of you guys might already feel this way,
yeah,
but
like
a stick
baby on
family
board
is also not a great idea.
Yeah.
A lot of people already don't like stick families, and yeah, you probably shouldn't be letting strangers know how many kids you have and what genders they are and what their interests might be. Another interesting thing this article said is that putting a religious bumper sticker on your car could also let criminals know when you'll be out of the house. For example, putting your church or a Jesus sticker could let them know that you're not going to be home on Sunday mornings.
Whoa!
Here's the rest of the types of bumper stickers that the article was mentioning, so feel free to screenshot.
Very interesting knowledge we have learned today, friends. So what if we put like a stay petty bumper sticker? What kind of information does that give people about you? Should we get stay petty bumper stickers? I think so. That way they know that if they frick with you on the road, there will be a retaliation. Street smart versus school smart.
Everyone has a friend that's dumb in school but smart on the streets. Guys, these will get the lowest grades in school. I'm talking set 4, right? But on the streets, they're the smartest people you meet. Someone's following you, they'll clock it. Guys, I remember this one time in college, me and my friends were getting chased by this one car, right? Tell me why I thought I could outrun the car. I was there panting. In my defense, I'm black. I can run. Guys, one of my friends stops, turns around and starts running the opposite way. I can't lie. Guys, she actually got away. Like, you know what? I forgave her, even though it was kind of snaky. Like, tell me to run that way too. But you know how smart that is? You know what? I'd rather be street smart and dumb in school. I'm one of you lot.
It's survivor skis at the end of the day. If you're in a situation where it's like a life or death kind of situation, street smarts will probably save your life.
Be aware of the energy people give off to you. So back in the day when I lived in the worst part of my city, I sold the things that make your eyes really big. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'd only get like 100 a pack at a time because I didn't want to, mess with the bag. So I went out of the corner store and this random dude came up to me. I'd never seen him before. And he was like, yo, I heard you have these, like, can you get 600 or 700 of them? And all just straight off the jump, like his energy was very, very aggressive, like extremely aggressive. And I already knew like he was trying to rob me. I was like, nah, dude, no. Because there's no way that somebody would come up to you and if you're selling stuff and they would ask you for large quantities of something if they're either a cop or they're trying to rob you.
Energy is very, very important. I feel like that's just our instincts because at the end of the day, we are animals, right? Like hopefully evolved a little bit to the point where, we know when there's energy, wrong energy, bad energy about somebody. Pay attention to that. When your spidey senses are going off about somebody, that's your intuition. It's your instinct, your basic animal instinct telling you that there's danger.
That in right there. Oh! See you in a little bit.
All right. Yes. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. Especially useful for our Canadian friends. Yeah, honestly, if I have a party in the winter, we just store alcohol outside. Why fill up your fridge when you got a fridge outside, girlfriend?
When I say that I'm a smart brown girl, I don't mean like I'm a smart brown girl, like the STEM type of smart brown girl. No, I mean I'm in the middle of having a mental breakdown, and so my immediate thought was I have so much homework, so how the am I gonna have a mental breakdown right now? I realized that I can't. So what do? I book a lash appointment. Why? Because I know that I can't cry within 48 hours of a lash appointment, because that would be literally $120 down the drain. So I booked a lash appointment. I'm gonna go get my lashes done, and I'm gonna not cry for 48 hours and then do all my homework and figure my shit out. That is what I mean when I say that I'm a smart brown girl.
That is very, very smart indeed. Just force yourself to not cry. Why didn't I think of that? And can confirm, as someone who gets her lashes done, if you cry, you'd be looking stringy.
That's what I always do, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Because you're too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
She's talking about the audience.
Oh, yes. Cash me outside in that towel, babe. Cash me outside with that nice little beer burrito.
That's what I always do, and they never catch me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me.
Since companies are cheating on us.
Too streetwise?
Yup. And all these hoes laughing like something funny.
Street Smart. Wait, 1 second. Sorry. Street Smart.